Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm very glad you're here. Today I'm going to show you guys this makeup look, which is the clean girl makeup look, which I feel like it is having its moment right now. And this one is with my spin on it and also for Asian faces as well. I feel like for a clean girl look, the key is that dewy, beautiful, glowy skin, that nice flush of color from Lush, and of course, a little hack and a little drama. So with that, let's get into it. And first things first, we're gonna start off with sunblock, of course. Every single day I make sure to wear sunblock. So I'm using this one from Tatcha. I'm just gonna shake this one up. And this is an SPF of 50. The minimum that you need is 30. Okay, I feel like everyone on TikTok literally puts their sunblock on like this. A lot came out, but okay, this one is good because as you can see, it just seeps right into my skin and there's no white sheen at all. It feels pretty lightweight. So after I apply my sunscreen, I'm just gonna wait like a little bit to do my makeup so it all just goes into my pores. So any skincare that I use, I just take it all the way down to my neck. And when I do put my sunblock on, I also just prep my lips and make sure to put on chapstick right when I'm beginning to do my face so it's nice and moisturized. Next, I'm gonna start by just like concealing some of the blemishes on my face, and I just blend it in with the beauty blender. I've been using this forever. Covering any spots that have blemishes, I run through it pretty quickly. And also because this brand is clean, like if I have a little blemish, I don't feel bad about putting it on because sometimes, you know, it aggravates it and makes it worse. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I'll basically just use a concealer as kind of my foundation because I feel like right now it covers a good amount, but because we're doing a makeup tutorial, I'm gonna do the whole face, and I'm using this Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. Love it because I feel like it conceals just enough, and it also shows your skin under in the best way possible, so it's not so consuming. I like it when products just make you look like you have good skin, and then you're like, is she wearing base? Is she not wearing base? And this is the base for my face. And then I'm gonna use this Fenty Bright Fix Eye Illuminator. And this is really great for just like brightening up your under eyes. And I also use it just to do like a highlight kind of lift tack. And for my under eyes or highlight, I always make sure to use a couple shades lighter than my face color so I can really like brighten and conceal. So I'm gonna use it right here. That's too much. And then I put it the high points of my cheekbones, I guess. And I'm just gonna blend this in with the beauty blender. So these are the points that I like to do, where it just basically brightens and lifts your under eyes. So you guys can already see that it's brighter and it's lifted. And then we're back to using Kosas. It is this feathery cloud set powder. This is also a clean powder. It's pressed, and this one is really good at just setting in your makeup without making it look cakey. It still leaves some of the glow behind but no shine. I like this one. It's really lightweight. I do not know what happened. I'm gonna take a flat brush like this, basically get some product, tap it out, just run it over my shiny areas, and then kind of all over my face. I feel like my T-zone gets really oily. Okay, and then next onto these brows, and I feel like my brows are a major game changer. They literally change, I feel like, the entire face. So my brows right here literally have no hair. It's just microbladed. Switched up the angle right quick. So I'm using this Huda Beauty Chai, and I'm using this to basically block out my brows. And I like this one because it does an amazing job at concealing. Like, it literally, my brows will disappear. And I use a smaller brush like this. And then literally just going to draw these brows away. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend it using this brush. I'm just going to tap on the top. And then sometimes I feel like I need like multiple layers, but I try not to layer too much because I don't want it to be thick and like have a texture. But I basically just go at it in 2 rounds. So after I do the concealer, I'm going to set it with the cloud set again. I literally have been doing this trick for I feel like the past 2 years now. I honestly love it because it just gives my face an instant brow lift. All right, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good, guys. And then out of literally all the brow products that I've used to draw it in, I used to use like pencils and then use like pomade, but this one is honestly the best. This is from Dior Backstage Beauty, and this is a brow palette, and it's actually powder. And then I use this super fine brush from Kat Von D. I think this is for eyeliner. As you can see, she is going through it, but this is powder. It draws in so beautifully and really concise. And basically just outline it first. But you guys see what I'm talking about with like how clean these lines are? I just really like how the powder applies, because sometimes I feel like when you're using like a pencil or pomade, it's a little too dark and like, I feel like it looks kind of unnatural. And eyebrows and eyeliner are one of those things where they're never truly equal. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like that one goes up a little more than this one, but oh yeah, they're real different though. Let me change it. Guys, it is what it is. So as you can tell, this one just goes up and this one's more of an arch. I like this one. So really easy. What I do is basically get a Q-tip and move it down. Thank you for watching my work in progress brows. So instantly, I think you can already see that my face kind of has an eye lift because of my brows. Literally one of my favorite tricks ever. And then to complete the brows here, we're using this Kosas Air Brow, and this makes your brows so fluffy and just adds volume and lift to them ever so slightly. So it deposits a little bit of color and then a little bit of volume. I like it that it still keeps it fluffy and not too much. And then it is time to contour the face. So I used to actually, before I used this powder contours until I realized what an unlock cream contour sticks are. This is by Makeup by Mario. He's Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. He is brilliant. I watched one of his master classes once and I was like, he is a wizard with makeup. Also, this doesn't break me out. Like long time ago when I used to do bronzers, like right on my cheeks and my jaw, it would break me out, but this one doesn't. Also, I am in a different phase with my skin, but still. So I'm going to literally draw this cheekbone contour in, and how I like to draw it is start it high up and then like that. So again, it's about the lift. That looks funny now, but we're gonna blend it in, and then contouring my jawline and then contouring my face. So this is where I like to basically do it on my forehead right here and the sides here. So it just gives it more of a dimensional look. And then for my nose, in the past, I used to connect this all the way down, but now I do not. So I basically draw it here, and then just at the tip, you're gonna draw in the contour. And then like, oh my god, girl. Okay, I mean, you get the idea. Once you blend it though, it's all good. You're gonna do it under, right? I know it looks funny now. Trust the process, like this. And you can already see the contour. It's like I'm drawing on my face. Trust the process. And then one more right here. So this is how I contour, and then I'm gonna blend it through. And this Mario contour brush has these bristles on the other side that actually pretty seamlessly brush everything out. Look at that. Look at it. And another reason I like to contour like the outside of my face is because I don't know if you guys can tell much, but my face and my body color are a little bit different because I always do like self tanner, but I don't do it on my face. So sometimes I feel like when I do makeup, I just have to make it a little darker, nice and blended. And what I really like about this cream is, again, I feel like it still looks like your skin and it leaves like still a beautiful glow. And when I do my bronzer, I like to do it, like my jaw's right here, I like to do it a little bit above. And then definitely make sure to brush it in. Like there's been times where I've looked at my photos, I'm like, and blend it in all the way. And then for the nose, I actually use a skinnier brush like this to blend it through. Okay, and that is my nose contour. And then I do actually like to set it with a powder bronzer, and this is the Ilia one. I like this brand a lot. They're clean and their products deliver. And then what I also like to do is take like a darker bronzer color and then just like define this area by just going like that. And then you take it right here and then do it under your jaws as well. So that is my contour. I feel like after we blend it in, it looks good, right? Right? And then for my cheek highlighter, I'm using this Fenty Kilowatt, and this works really well, and just a little goes a long way. So I'm just gonna use it on my hands like this. and then just put it on like right here. I really do love applying products like just with my hands. I feel like it blends well, I feel like, from just the natural warmth of our fingers, and I feel like I have more control. So again, this is all subtle, but you can see like the highlight when I like shift and move. So it's all just about being subtle, even though we have a gang of products on. Then to blush, we are using this NARS Iconic Glow. This is in Orgasm, which is one of their super iconic colors. I also feel like that looks like that Dior blush that went viral on TikTok. It looks like that dupe kind of. And I'm using a brush like this, and I'm just gonna dab it up. Before I just put on my apples, but now I put it all the way up here. Again, just to give like the lifted look and just take everything up. So that's where I like to do my blushes now. I love blush. Let me tell you, this girl will blush, blush, blush. But you see how it just like gives, again, it's all about taking it up. And then I've been doing this trick for literally years, since I found out about this Lancome dual finish highlighter, and this is in Sparkling Peach. And you basically get a brush like that has kind of like a wide tip, but it's also like flat. Okay, I'm done. You see where it just smells tanner. No shame in the game though. So we're gonna take that and then put it on the tip of my nose, and this just makes my nose pop and it just looks lifted. Lifted is a key. This should be called lifted makeup. Okay. This is like my favorite trick for just giving my nose that extra pop. So you see how that just like really defined my nose and also just gave it that subtle shine. Next, we're moving into the eyes, and we are using this Dior Backstage Warm Neutrals eyeshadow palette. Clearly, I use this one quite a bit, and I'm gonna take a brush like this and kind of just sweep it over my eyes. And I like to mix these two colors, but I love like a warmer neutral color. And how I like to apply it is apply it starting from here, and I kind of apply it this way. You basically do it over. You don't fill that color in, and it gives your eyes a bright, more open look. And then again, just sweep this up. So do you guys see there's just like ever so subtle. And next we have my liquid eyeliner. I'm using this Revlon Color Stay one, and I've been using this same eyeliner since middle school, and it just works well. It's like the lines are super, super dark. I feel like there's a good amount of product on the brush. It's easy to use, it's clean, and it's waterproof. This doesn't run. But also, speaking of how I keep my makeup from running, is when I take this Kosas powder again, and right before I start my eyeliner, I'm just gonna add some extras with my hands, or my fingers. Just set it right in the inner corners. And I feel like I get a handful of questions about how I manage to keep my extensions clean while wearing eyeliner every single day of my life. And how I like to do my eyeliner too, again, is the lift, sis. Basically, take your brush like this, brush your lashes up and, okay, is that a lunk? Up and away, just so there won't be a lot of too much product deposit. And then for my eyeliner, I'm gonna start at the ends of my eyes and then draw. So I draw it up like that first, and then I'm going to bring it in from here. That's it. I don't like to use it all the way through because I feel like that makes my eyes just look like less open and kind of smaller. So I like just doing it at the end and flicking it up, and again, just leaving this space open. And then immediately after I do my eyeliner, I just use my lash brush just to get out like any of the product so it's not clumpy or there's not like too much deposit. And then on to doing the inner corners, which I feel like this is my signature thing. I love doing it because it just gives your eyes that cat eye look. So I'm gonna start it where my lashes kind of begin right there. So draw it in like that, and then we're gonna connect it on the bottom. This is super close, but I wanted to show you guys my makeup so far. So this is how I do my liquid liner. Again, just on this outside, and then this is my inner corner. This is without and with. I love it because it's not that heavy in my opinion, and it just gives that nice like lift and that drama. Okay, final thing that we have for the eyes is I've been seeing this like everywhere, TikTok, etc. And I was just curious, like, what is this product that everyone is using? It's like what they use on their inner corners of their eyes, and it just adds like this beautiful sparkle and shine and just makes your eyes look sparkly and beautiful. And I finally found it, and again, it is another Kosas product, and this is called I can't even read. The 10-second eye. So I think this is eyeshadow, but I just like applying it right here on the inner corners. I love this product, but also, as you can see, like, this brush is kind of thick and flat, so it's kind of hard to apply. So what I use instead is a brush like this that has like a finer point, and I'll just dab the product and then just dab it like literally right here like a gem. So I feel like it's really subtle, but it still adds like that extra element, and of course you can do more, and I feel like I've seen some people apply it under, but I just like it right in the inner corners just to give it that extra sparkle and jazz. And then pretty much we just have the lips left, and before I apply my lip product, I like to set it again just using this Kosas Cloud Set Powder. I just set it so my makeup stays in place. It doesn't fade out. And this is one of my favorite lip liners from Dominique Cosmetics, and this one works really well because the lines are really precise, and this one really stays on. And of course, I'm just gonna overdraw my lips a little, naturally. And then after I draw it in, I'm just literally gonna fill it in with this color. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we're gonna go over it with lip gloss. But I really love this color because it's like a really natural pinky nude. So it just adds some life and color to your lips without really looking like its product. So this is a color Dolce. And then I feel like part of this whole clean girl look, usually I'm a matte girl lipstick kind of girl, but I have been super into lip gloss. I feel like shiny lips are in right now. I have multiple of my Kosas wet lip oil, and I love this one because the gloss is like a really beautiful gloss. It has good shine, but it's not sticky, and it has little plumping action, and this is my favorite color in Unbuttoned. So I'm just gonna go over it. I feel like this is my rendition of like the clean girl makeup look with like my twist, but I do feel like what the key focal points are making your skin like nice and dewy and healthy, and then having just like natural lips and like natural hacks and natural color. And then my last final touch is using this Gucci multi-gloss, and then just adding a little bit right here, and it just makes my skin a little more like dewy, and a little bit goes a long way. So this is what the product looks like. First of all, it looks so cool. Literally I'm using a tiny bit. Again, like I feel like it's all these subtle touches. So it just gives my skin like more of like that dewy glow look. This is my clean girl makeup look, but this is my rendition because I feel like I added a little bit more drama with my liquid liner, of course. But basically, I love it because it makes your skin look really dewy and healthy, and just that glow and that flush of color and that contour and that highlight. So I feel like the skin and this look is perfect for summer. One more thing, I do have to set it. I'm using this Ilia setting spray. Again, I like this brand because it's clean, and this one also protects from blue light, i.e. our cell phones and computers. So I'm just gonna... This one also, just like the mist feels good.